And then there's John Vogel. He did backgrounds for part 1. He did some stop motion animation stuff for part 2, and he did some backgrounds in part 3.
He worked on backgrounds along with Tony Goski.
Tony's probably one of the most respected artists in this department. He's probably, probably one of the best artists in any industry. And he conceptualizes backgrounds as well.
This is the Soul Chamber, and this is where the Soulnado.
He never ceases to amaze us. Steve Baran worked on Mortal Kombat 3. That was the first one he worked on, and he did the character graphics with John Tobias.
I like doing stuff that's actually kind of shocking. Not so much violent or anything, but just stuff that gets a reaction.
Dave Mikuchich, he's like our resident 3D expert. He kind of got everybody up to speed on doing 3D stuff, and he can crank out anything using a 3D program faster than anybody in the world.
It's important for Mortal Kombat fans.
Dan shows you cool stuff every couple of days. He just comes in and you go, great, this is awesome.
And he's a lot like Ed, where I just have this confidence that, he's going to go away and come back with something spectacular.
That's the Johnny Cage Nut Crunch, I believe. Didn't someone make a candy bar, Johnny Cage Nut Crunch bar?
John Tobias and some of the other guys from the Mortal Kombat team happened to just come up to me and, kind of poke on my arm and say, do you want to do a character? And I said, oh no, can I do a character? He said, yeah, I'd love to have you.
People don't realize that there's a lot of work done in the actual characters and their costume. I've never asked John for a character that looks like something. He shows me something that says, what do you think of that? And I go, that's great.
See, the inspiration, I think, for a lot of the characters comes from all over the place. I mean, they come from movies I've seen when I was a kid. They come from books I've read. I mean, everybody gets inspiration from somewhere.
I started out with NBA Jam as a cheerleader, and then I went to Revolution X as Mr. Sahelga, and they asked me to do Mortal Kombat. They needed me Sonya. I said, sure, I'd love to do it.
Pizza Man.
When I was a character here, that sort of like funded me going to school, because I wanted to be an artist like all my life.
As with all the Mortal Kombat games, the characters are definitely the most interesting of any fighting game.
Hey, get out of here, man. It's supposed to be...
Between Sector and Raiden, who would win? Sector's got it.
Raiden would win.
Sector's got it in the bag.
Raiden would win.
Don't even try to. That's totally got it in the bag. Sector
No, get your head out. We're going to settle this outside, man.
Oh, I'm getting for it now, buddy. Come on, pal. Come on.
Well, let's see, a character would probably first start with me sitting down staring at a blank wall for a little while, and then after a while something will hit me and I'll just start sketching around different ideas.
We went months and months not having names for these characters, and then we'd have these powwow sessions where everybody would kind of throw out names.
Shang Tsung.
Look at that Saibot.
Hey, ignore Shang Tsung.
Saibot
Combinations for Shang Tsung.
But maybe it's a military prototype. And the other one was just like a security guard at a mall that didn't work out right.
Saibot X11.
There goes X11. See, anything with X is cool. I like X11.
There it goes.
Saibot. That's Tobias backwards.
Yeah, no, but I think it sounds cool.
That does sound cool.
Everybody says Saibot.
That could be a good name for the robot.
Saibot. You're gonna have Mayo as the secret character.
No Saibot.
Oh man.
Why?
DEF CON is overused.
Where?
Everywhere.
No.
I've heard that so many times.
Yeah, every time you watch War Games.
Yeah, well, you know what's gonna happen? We're gonna come up with all the names. We're all gonna like them, and Ed's gonna hate every one of them.
95% of them, somebody would say a name, and then there'd be one of us, of the 5 or 6 of us, who would just, have a heart attack just because they hated it so much. And then we're like, okay, I guess that's a no.
That's good.
Don't show that to me.
When we started filming a character, we'd get into work probably roughly around 10 o'clock, and usually the whole filming process takes, all day.
Oh, an average day of a 14-hour shoot. Let's see. Well, we came in and got into makeup. It didn't take too long for Sonya. She doesn't wear much.
And then we have a list, a huge list of animations, kicks, punches, uppercuts, and then the special moves and stuff. And we basically go down that list, capturing every single frame of them performing these moves.